Transition to an all fours position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, broaden across the chest, collarbones back. Navel lifts up and in, even as you arch in the upper back. Breathe out, round deeply, chin into chest, tailbone lengthens to the space between the knees. A few more like this. Super slow, luxuriating in the movement. After your next breath in, pressing back into downward facing dog, spreading the fingers wide, taking the feet as wide as the mat if that feels good for you. I like to have my big toes on the mat, pinky toes on the carpet or floor in my house. Send the sits bones up towards the ceiling. You can bend into one knee and then the other. Slow your breathing down. Bring the feet back to hip width apart. Drop the knees. Come back into a cat and cow. And then invitation to take this movement left to right. So what that's going to look like is you'll take your whole torso over to the right side of the mat, micro bend the elbows, take the chest towards the mat, and then your whole torso, it's like it's going to overhang the left edge of the mat. Dome, make that Halloween cat shape, head drops. I call this the jump rope. And another really nice thing to do here is to come down onto the forearms and take the knees a little bit wider. So imagine your heart was a flashlight. You shine it over to the floor outside the right edge of your mat, to the floor outside the left edge of your mat, up, arching the back. There's really no way to do this wrong. I allow the shoulders to shrug up by the ears as I do this movement. It's a little bit of a hip stretch, deep, deep shoulder stretch. You can try it both on the forearms, or if you have the arms straight, make sure the elbows are micro bent. Go the opposite direction. Torso sliding all the way to the left and then the right edge of the mat, hollowing out the belly, making that high C curve, upper back and lower back as you move from side to side. Press back into a child's pose with the toes curled under. Deep breath here. I like to wag the hips side to side, stretch out the fascia in the feet. So keeping the toes curled under, pressing into the palms, and then arriving back into downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart this time. Step the left foot between the hands and turn to face me. So you're coming into Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Turn the big toes in. The heels are wide. So you're a little bit pigeon-toed. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. A couple times like this. Breathing in. Telescope the spine long out of the pelvis. Find length, tail to crown. Exhale, engage your core and fold. Two more. And press the left hand into the floor beneath your face. Take the right hand to the hip. Shine your heart towards the right, and then right hand up to the sky. Little twist here. Keep pulling up, engaging through the legs. Arches of the feet lift away from the mat. One deep breath. And other side. Right hand down, left arm up. Draw the navel up towards the ceiling. Tailbone lengthens back. Really propel yourself into the twist. Exhale, fold. Enjoy the stretch in the backs of the legs. Maybe feeling a stretch on the outer shins. Press down through the big toe, the heel, the pinky toe. Walk the hands forward now. So it's like you're doing downward dog in the upper body. Press the hips back. Palms press into the floor meaningfully. Hips yearn away from you. So the upper body's in down dog. The legs are just in this super wide prasarita. Press the chest towards the space between your legs. Hands frame the left foot. Walk back towards the top of the mat. Right foot steps up to meet the left. Inhale, half lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and breathe out, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Press the hands into the shins. Imagine squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades as you lift the heart. Exhale, melt. Coming all the way up. Inhale, circle the arms down, around and up. Reach up. Exhale, hands through prayer at heart center. And pause. Take a full, complete in-breath, inflating the chest, expanding through the low ribs, and exhale all the way. Take the hands to the hips, widen your stance, and exhale, fold forward. And bend the knees deeply, let the head drop. Just sway the torso a little bit side to side, raggedy and doll. Good, and then bring the feet a little bit closer together. So big toes touching, or they can be a little bit apart. Hands come forward of the mat and shift so that you are sitting on your heels. Little toe stretch. If this is really intense, bring the hands in front of you to relieve some pressure off the balls of the feet. Otherwise, hands to prayer just for a moment here. Deep breath in and out, opening up all the fascia in the feet. 26 bones in our feet. Really important to give the foundation of the body some love. Good, and then take the hands behind you. Take the seat to the ground. Move the feet forward if you need to. We're going to do a slow spinal roll down. Press the big toes into the mat. Inner thighs yearn towards one another. Reach the fingertips forward. Imagine a string lifting your heart from between the collarbones. Back of the neck long. Deep breath in. And then curl the tailbone forward. And from the low, low belly, begin to round, visualizing as if you could move one vertebra at a time. Slow and controlled. Some ab work here. All the way down to lie down on your back, soles of the feet on the floor. Lift the hips up, shift them 2 inches to the right, and then let the knees fall left, or what I like to do is double wrap the legs. So right leg over left and both knees fall left, arms in a cactus shape. Just allow the breath to elongate. Sense the body supported by the floor. Close the eyes. Often, if I have a eye pillow like a bean bag or just a cloth or shirt, I like to cover my eyes here. Invitation to do that. You're just napping in a twist. extend the right arm so it's reaching on the diagonal towards the upper right corner of your room. Really reach through the fingertips as if you could touch something far away from you in that upper right corner of the room, and see if you notice a stretch in the underarm. This is a hot spot for the lymphatic system, your fascial system. This area of the pec, deltoid. It's okay if your hand doesn't touch the floor, your arms even a couple feet away from the floor. Just keep reaching. You can take the bicep alongside the face, so feel the bicep touch the cheek, reach straight overhead, and then reach back into the corner. Option 2, micro bend the elbow or bend the elbow a bit, especially if the arm is far away from the floor. Extend the exhalations. Coming into this twist on the other side. So bring the knees back up to the ceiling, press the soles of the feet into the mat, lift the hips, shift them all the way over to the left, knees drop right, or left leg on top of right. Cactus arms. Invite the breath to take on an audible quality. Again, if you can block out light, rolled t-shirt, blanket, or eye pillow over the face, really amplifies the healing quality of a practice like this. Pose like this. Invitation to reach the left arm now on the diagonal. And play the same way we did on the first side. Really, really reach like you could touch something just out of your grasp. And then wiggle the fingers. Experiment with where the arm is reaching in space. Bicep alongside the ear and then back away. Reaching the hand to the corner. Option to bend the elbow. Or keep the arm straight. Allowing the left shoulder to traction in space. It's okay if the shoulder blade's off the mat. Slowly bring the knees back up, unfurl the legs, lift the hips, center yourself on the mat, and just take the knees into touch for a moment, arms in a cactus shape. Let yourself just be. Blessings and love to you, from my heart to yours. Namaste.